Hi everybody, thanks for watching. This is Mustang with Dad's Commentary. I'm basically doing a review right now on an online recipe I found of a copycat version of the Zuppa Toscana at the Olive Garden. I just completed it and I'm about to try it. And then you can see how hearty this is and it looks really good. It's minus the kale because I don't care for kale. It's extremely good. So if you follow the video, I'll show you exactly how I made it. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. So I'm browning my 1 pound of sausage right in the pan I'm going to cook my soup in. So when I'm making this recipe, this is where I'm going to cook it. While that is browning, I'm going to cut up 1 large onion to get ready to place in with that. And I'll continue with that in a moment. So I'm still browning my sausage in the pan. I also have my onions diced up, and now I will move on to cutting 4 large russet potatoes. I will dice them up and cube them up to go in with the skins. Okay, now that we have our sausage browned, and you can see that in the pan down there where it's kind of going to have that flavor right in our soup pan, we will add 16 ounces of chicken broth right to it. And I'm using the low-calorie, zero-calorie chicken broth, which I made some chicken noodle soup the other day, and that was good. We're going to mix that around, mix it around like that. And then we'll add a quart of water, which if you're racing around wondering what a quart of water is, that's 4 cups or 32 ounces. So we'll add our 32 ounces of water. And we'll mix that around, and that's starting to look a little bit like soup. Then the next thing we're going to want to do is add some garlic. Now when you add your garlic, the recipe calls for 2 cloves minced. I just buy some minced garlic, so I will add 2 half tablespoons of garlic. So there's 1 and the other one. After I have my garlic in, I'm going to turn it on low. Mix it around a little bit, get it nice and mixed. Now the recipe calls for kale as well. I don't care for kale, so I don't add it. Then I will add my onions that I chopped. Mix them right in. And I missed a few. We'll get all them in, and those will mix right in. So if you're not big oniony, I'm not a big oniony person, but they'll mix right in. You won't even taste them in there. And then your 4 large russet potatoes, you're going to cube them up, mix them right in as well. So we got our soup going here. Mix that in real good. And then the next thing we're going to want to do is put it on low heat, cover it, or medium heat, I'm sorry. Cover it, let that cook on medium for about an hour and 20 minutes, or until the potatoes are soft. Okay, now that we've let this simmer for a bit and our potatoes seem soft, we're going to add our bacon bits. Now I like real bacon bits. This is completely optional. It also calls for a 1/4 cup, but I like my bacon bits a little bit too much, so you can see that's a little more than a 1/4 cup. They're the real ones. I'm going to pour them right in, just so it's a little bit heartier. So you can see that's what it's looking like right now, and then mix those in real good. Try to get them around. You want to keep those potatoes chunky. You don't want to mash them up at all. Just get that bacon really working in. Once we have that bacon all worked in, we're going to simmer it for 10 minutes before we add our whipping cream and our kale, which, like I said, I don't use the kale. It does make it beautiful when you add it on the top. I don't use it, so I will not add it. So we'll put the lid back on, and we'll let that simmer on low for 10 minutes. And we're back. We let this go for about 10 minutes with our bacon in it. Now that our bacon is in it, we're going to add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. So we'll pour this in, just like so. And that gives it its color that you'll see if you're at Olive Garden when you order this type of soup. And then you just mix it in real good. And then this would also be when you'd put your kale in. So you can see it gives it that color. It looks nice and hearty. Everything about it looks good. I could probably eat it right now, but I will let it cook throughout just to get that whipping cream nice and warm. So I'll put that lid back on, grab the lid, and just kind of leave it on low for just a few more minutes to heat thoroughly. And then we will serve, salt and pepper to taste.